How you going? Well, first one. First video of me actually talking. I don't know if this is any better. Don't know if this is any worse, but I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing. Let's start by saying I'm going to see how cheaply I can maintain a lawn and get it to quite a, hopefully, a really nice level that neighbours, if this was my front yard, would be very happy to see. This is obviously a yard that 2.5-year-old plays around in. So it's got to be a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of fun, a little bit of personal time. So this area over here is going to end up being, hopefully, reasonably thick. Let's be honest, I don't want my daughter to fall over, but she's going to fall over. Anyone that grew up here in Australia, anyone that grew up really, fell over. So we're all going to fall over. I have a bit of issues here though. I don't know if you can see here, I've got a section of lawn that really hangs out in the shade nearly all year round. Fun. During summer I get a bit of sun on it. It's now middle of winter. Doesn't feel like the middle of winter, but it is the middle of winter. So it's very open, very shaded, doesn't get much sun this time of the year especially. Brilliant for the mosses. I get lots of moss. Wet, doesn't get sun, all that other good stuff. What else have I got in this yard to show you this is how it's starting. I've obviously been playing with it for a while. I have decided to put a lot of effort into this yard as much as I can without spending a lot. This is a rental. I'd like to think that a lot of people that have rentals want a nice lawn, but they're not going to spend the money on it. Let's be honest. Well, why would you? It's technically not your lawn. So I'm going to see how well I can get this up to a really nice standard without going to the effort of ripping it up, re-turfing it, buying truckloads of sand, topsoils, big aerators. I have bits and pieces. I'll walk you through it as I use it, let you know what I'm using, and we'll go from there, I guess. So it's going to be a little bit rambly, this one, because I'm not used to talking to a camera at all. So sorry. Where am I up to? So yeah, so this is going to be primarily meant for my daughter's play area, run around, fall over, swing sets, all that fun stuff. This is going to be my section. This I'm going to see just how well I can, I guess, get a greens sort of lawn, once again, without all the extra effort. Well, not without the effort, there's going to be a lot of effort because we're doing it cheap, without all the extra cost. Look, this whole lawn could be, give it 2 months, just in time for spring, renovated, all that other mumbo jumbo. I'm not spending that money here. And I'm going to would expect a lot of other renters won't spend that much money. On top of that, I'm also going to be working on a garden. It is a mess at the moment. We'll get there. I want this to be a garden that's easily accessible to my daughter, so as I can show her that's fruit, that's what you can eat, pick that, and hopefully she will enjoy it a little bit more. Hey, how nice is it pulling off a strawberry out of the garden, throwing it under the tap for a second and going yum. I have an orange tree out the front. Obviously I've got a few pot plants that some do, some don't. We'll see how we're going. I like to tinker a little bit with the bonsai stuff. Very new at that. Don't even go into that degree, that level, that field just yet. I am playing with it. I'm enjoying it. I have this section here too. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. Gonna mow my lawn, get it cut. Start talking to you more so about what I'm thinking. I'm not exactly a multi-decade experienced expert. But I like to think that I can share a little bit that other people don't get scared off by some of the really fancy gear out there that people use, that, let's be honest, I would love some of it. I can't afford it. You probably can't afford it. I'm not paying for that gear here. If I own my own place, might be a slightly different story. I would definitely get to that level. So yeah. Look, once again, I'm sorry, fellas, ladies, everybody. Hopefully this gets better with time. I get more confident. If you feel like there's anything that I need to help you out with, or I need to improve to make this better, let me know. I'm not a YouTuber. Might be. But we'll see what happens. Alright, well, let me get into this and I'll get back to you in a moment. Cheers. Alright, so it's not a very big yard to mow. That's the best part about playing with this theory out here. Front yard's a bit bigger. It takes me nearly 45 minutes just to mow the front yard, let alone get fancy with it. I'm doing that out there too, but I don't feel like such an idiot doing this in my backyard talking to a camera. So I said that I'd show you what I use for my gear. Basically, Massport lawnmower, Bunnings, Ryobi combi tool thingy my bobby. I don't know what Ryobi calls their combi tools, but it's a combi tool. Facebook Marketplace. I did have a couple of lawnmowers that I did have off the marketplace or roadside cleanup. Taking up space in the shed. They did their purpose. I upgraded to the Massport. She's working brilliant. Cleaned up some space in the shed. So, yeah, nice, easy, simple job out the back here. Yes, I know it could have been easier to remove that. It's not fun to put back in the ground. It's stony, it's rocky, it's not fun. I can't, somewhere over that way, over here somewhere, found a brick. That's how much fun this soil is. So that's probably another good thing of what I'm trying to do here. I've been working in lawn care and gardening for the last, maybe 10 years. I've probably worked with 1 or 2 gatekeepers. This is what we do, and so do it kind of people. Not much explanation. I have probably learnt more from the YouTube vids than I have from a lot of the people I've worked with or work for. The work for ones, sometimes that kind of annoys me a little bit more. You'd think a bloke trying to do a good job would be keen to share a bit of knowledge. 1 or 2 blokes, I wonder if they actually had much knowledge or if they were just gate-kept their whole life and they just know you spray poison here, you put fertilizer on the ground and off you go. Don't know. So I'm trying to upskill myself, and I thought if I show what I'm doing, I might retain a little bit of knowledge. See what happens. Once again, we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. I've mowed just plain simple whippersnip mow. The other thing I want to do, I probably won't do it this time. I've got to make sure I've got the right stuff to explain what I'm doing and not be that person that goes, oh, just do this because. I want to try and explain a little bit if I can. And upside of this platform is, and multiple platforms, there's going to be people out there that know a hell of a lot more than I do. And share. Share it with me. I'll learn a couple of things, share it in the comments, share it wherever you need to share it, just to share it around, let other people know this crap. So yeah, wicked. The other thing I will do today though is get this little beastie out. A lot of people get their nice big 600 plus reel mowers. Big fancy girls. Would love to get one day. But at the moment, all I've got is this Azito beauty. Azito, really? This thing actually goes not too bad. From what I can gather, as long as using it right. Same thing as most tools. Does not like a stone. Does not like sticks. I do have a Massport manual roll mower. One of the big differences I've noticed between this and that one is the thickness of the steel. So the knife blades are a lot thicker on the other one. The cutting edge, I don't even know the terminology properly. I know it if I'm reading it. Can't explain it. So the wheelie, both the roll and the knife edge are a lot thicker than this girl. Off the top of my head, this was probably about, I think, $200. Aussie dollary dues. Brand new. I've been using it, love it. I have experimented with the backlapping, getting better. Not perfect, not good yet. Like, I couldn't sell my services as a backlapper. Be good to. But I have been able to keep using it, and I've had it maybe 12 months. And yeah, the only problem I found is it does not like stone. It does not like hitting anything. I did have to scavenge a part off an old cheapo reel mower, so the knife blade thingy, because it just put a massive dent in it. Thin. Nice grass, goes well. Don't make it work too hard. It does not love working hard. So you might be able to see here roughly where I've been working on this patch. It has been a couple of weeks since I've mowed it. Brisbane last month or so has either been very wet, or my daughter does not like the sound of my mowing. So, see which one happens first. Today's a nice day. So I am going to run this girl. I'm not running it as low as it can. I think this doesn't go much lower than, let me tell you now, what's the minimum? Is 14 mil. 14 mil is actually quite low compared to some of the other manual ones, so that's an upside to it. I'm going to run this in a little bit higher at 23 mil, just because it's winter. Do I want to do that, or do I just want to go bugger it? Because it's winter, but we haven't had a frost. We haven't had much. We've had a little bit of fog. We're still in roughly 20s for the daytimes. And like I said, this is more experimental. Yeah, bugger it. I'm going to go right down. So 14 mil. What's the worst that's going to happen? I'm going to kill the lawn. I'm going to have to throw some seed on, and then I can learn something new. Alright, cool. Well, let me get this sorted out. I'll set you up, and you can watch me mow my little square of eventual maybe golf green. But let's be honest, it's probably going to be more of a bull's green. But yeah, all right, see you soon. All right, cool. Well, here is roughly, and I mean roughly, what I hope to improve on. So, we have the back lawn, which over time I'll get thicker. I'll fix up these patches over here. I'll fix up these patches over here over time. A lot of weed. I don't know if you can really see them. I hope that's not going to turn into bindi. I do have a bit of bindi, which bindi and clove killer. So that will be a spray that I will use, because obviously I've also got clove, and quite a bit of it around, especially, funnily enough, where the grass isn't growing. Go figure. So I'm hoping that will work. So that's that area, and then over here, I don't know how well that looks, but I think it almost looks better on the camera right now that I'm looking at. This is going to be my, I'd like to say golf green quality lawn, but I don't have the parts for that. Like I said, this only goes to a minimum of 14 mils, which is that. Looks nice. Some golf greens, I think, are well below that, and I feel like saying 3 mil. That's very narrow. That's very low. But then again, it is a golf green. We're talking about a ball. I've got one somewhere. We're talking about a ball this big, rolling on it. My carpet doesn't even roll that well. So that says something about it might be that. But yeah, so this is where I'm at. This is what I plan on doing. My lawn. You guys are going to come along with me as I hopefully get this whole yard, including that mess over there, quite possibly, I don't know how much I can do, because technically I can keep this clean, but that's my neighbours. So I can't do anything about that. So be it. I do enjoy hedging, hence the fact I've got this one, which it's due, but winter. Yeah, nah, she's definitely due now that I'm looking at it. I've got a couple more out the front. Stuff like that I probably will show you as I go. Probably will get a bit of a front yard. You've seen the front yard. If you watch one of me other many three videos, maybe 2, I don't know. I think one of them was my front yard. And then, yeah, a couple other people that I've been helping out and I've been doing jobs for as I get started. That's where I am. This is Shane's Grounds. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you got this far. Like I said earlier, if you have any info that will help me out, or at least even somewhere point me in the right direction to help me out, find some more info as I'm going, feel free. This is all actually to this level learning curve. Mowing a lawn, getting the edges straight, that's been doing that. Dealing with these pesky weeds and these trouble spots, this is going to be all new to me, so I thought while I'm learning, I'll share my experience, I'll share my failures, because you don't learn without failing. Well, it's nice to learn without failing, but we all fail at some point generally. Those other ones are just lucky bastards. Yeah. Welcome to Shane's Grounds. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Peace.